The NFL is considering, Adam Schefter had this yesterday on the Pat McAfee show, the NFL is considering changing what they will allow you to trade. That right now the rules are, this is like your own dynasty league. How far in advance can we trade picks, right? Mm-hmm. Your own dynasty league has a set rule for how far in advance you can trade picks, and so does the NFL. The NFL is 3 years. Mm-hmm. So you can trade picks in the 2026, 27, and 28 draft. And they are going to talk about opening that up for 2 additional years.
Mm-hmm. Five
which
years.
Is what was the first thing I thought. You guys can definitely get this.
You thought how many first-round picks the Bills can now offer for Justin Jefferson?
Carnell Tate, close enough.
Or Carnell Tate.
Yes, close enough. How many first-round picks could they offer? Come on.
5 years of first-round picks.
Who would you give up 5 first-round picks for? In the league. Jamar Chase?
Who am I?
The Bills.
I'm the Bills?
You're the Bills.
Nobody.
Nobody?
Nobody.
Not for Jamar Chase.
Jefferson, that might be a little pricey, but
I mean, it's a little pricey for anybody. It'd be the biggest trade package of all time.
No, it's got to be a quarterback, and I don't need that. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's nobody I would do it for.
Okay. Is there a team? Let's flip it around the other way.
By the way, you could trade 5 years of picks that aren't first, right? Like
5 seconds.
Yeah, like, hey, I'll give you a third in 20. What year is it? 2031.
2030.
There you go.
Yeah. 2031. So
it's just more picks I can
3
trade.
firsts, 3 seconds, and 3 fives. I don't know. You could always do 3, but now you can do 5
years of 5th-round picks for Justin Jefferson. What say you, Minnesota?
That's funny.
Yeah.
No one's worth 5 firsts.
No. No non-quarterback is worth 5 firsts. I think there are quarterbacks worth 5 firsts. I don't think there's a non-quarterback.
Josh Allen worth 5 firsts for a team?
Yeah. More.
What team? You are – not that the Bills would take it. That's the thing. 5 firsts for – okay, who's
Burrow.
worth it? Burrow's 5 firsts?
Yeah. I'm a quarterback-needy team. I'm 5 for Burrow.
They pass this rule, and the Rams call the Bengals day one and say 5 firsts. Who says no?
I don't think I say no if I'm the Bengals.
Oof. You trade a quarterback that good, you might as well fold up shop.
I know. But it is 5 first-round picks. I mean, maybe you're thinking because he's there now.
That could be anything. That could be a Joe Burrow.
Right. Yeah. Well, the starting point needs to be he wants out, right, for any of this.
Well, if he wants out, then it won't cost 5. No, it costs like 3.
No, I think it should cost 5.
If he wants out, the price has to go down.
Because someone else is offering 5, which means he's worth 5.
If he wants out, and it's what? Like, now we're talking he's signed an extension somewhere, or he's got to play ball.
If I'm the Bengals and he wants out, I'm telling the Rams, like, someone is worth what someone will pay. And you can tell me you're not paying 5 first. I'm going to bet you I can find another team that's going to give me 5 first-round picks. Someone's going to be the Jets. Someone's going to be desperate enough to do that. I'm going to take that Jets offer, and I'm going to go back to the Rams and say this is what it takes.
The Jets kind of have 5 first-round picks, right? Didn't they trade? They got 2 for Sauce Gardner and 1 for Quinnen Williams.
Right. They can offer 7.
They can offer 6 in the next 3 years already.
Right.
They can offer 6 and then add 2 more.
Will we see someone get traded for 5 first? I mean, it happens in the NBA. The picks in the NBA aren't worth as much. Like, you see 5 first-round picks as a package all the time.
Well, not only are picks not worth as much, but there aren't that many roster spots.
Yeah, right.
So you get a guy that's on the court. He's 20% of your lineup every night. Like that's something you can't quite do in the NFL. What's the case against it? Shouldn't they say yes to this? It doesn't even have
someone wants it, right?
Oh, yeah. They're going to discuss it. They're going to discuss it. And maybe it's just because if you think about it, like, hey, I don't want to do this. I don't want to expand what we can offer so I can offer 5 firsts. But I would like a little bit of flexibility to say, I'll give you a first this year, a second next year, and 2/3 in 4 years. You know? I don't know how many GMs
spread it out amongst drafts.
Yes. And I don't know how many how many GMs are comfortable enough to ever accept it. But again, like to the point of what's the case against it? Well, teams might make bad decisions. The rich will get richer and teams will have more intensive rebuilds. Mm-hmm. The NBA really is the only league that flirts with picks this far off. As it is,
And they go really far off. Like, they're allowed to trade like 7-8 years in advance.
Yeah.
They're weird.
As it is like as things currently stand, we don't see first-round picks get traded all that often. In fact, last year's draft was a draft where no one had traded a first-round pick. Every single team in the league had its first. Maybe that changes. Ultimately, Atlanta didn't move up, and the Rams traded theirs. But I like it as an idea to open things up. Let's loosen up a little bit. Can I give you a first? Think about the report on the Jalen Waddle trade. It was what year a first-round pick was going to be traded. And now, all right, fine. You want to make a trade? I'll give you something now, and I'll give you my first in 4 years. I might want to stash that away. Let's say I'm selling a player like Max Crosby, right? I'm going to trade Max Crosby for 2 firsts, and I'm the owner of the Raiders. But the team that's offering me those 2 firsts is trying to win the Super Bowl. Well, that value might not be that good. How about I make a small little bet to myself and say, I bet in 4 years they're picking near the middle of the draft because their quarterback is old. And all of a sudden, I've stashed this away, this little lottery ticket away. Could that get inside the top 10?
Right.
None of this is all that likely to me. None of this is going to happen.
But it could.
Right. None of this is going to happen all that much. But I don't know what the case against this is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. And I think teams, owners especially, that have, the security of I'm going to be a part of the organization for the long term. A GM might not think I'm going to be here in 4 years, thinking that is the way to go. And maybe you don't do both. Like, you get 2 firsts for a guy like that and think, well, I do want 1 this year, but instead of next year, let me push it off an additional year or an additional 2 years because I'm making that bet on you. Like, that does happen in other sports a little bit. And I do think if you did ever get the mega quarterback trade, like Watson got traded for 3 first-round picks, right?
And that's the max you can trade.
And that was the max.
It's 3.
And there were other picks on top of that, but it was 3 first-round picks. You're not giving – if someone of a quarterback's value like that ever did hit the market, you're not allowing for another team to really bid up the max price.
That's right.
So everyone kind of bids the same thing, and then you've got the team that has the player deciding I guess we just got to pick which team we think is going to be the worst, right?
So should we read into all this as that's what's about to happen somewhere?
Someone
Someone
thinks Burrow's actually going to become available.
Right, there's about to be a bidding war for someone, or it's and the
Lamar Jackson too.
Sure, and the owners or whatever owner wants this through, or whatever GM wants this through, is simply saying, "Listen,
I want the ability.
We need to open up. We need to take the salary cap off of how many picks you can trade. Just let us trade further into the future."
Right.
It was a fun little thing to see Schefter just drop yesterday. Like, ooh, I'm interested in that. 5 additional years going forward. Then, of course, there's the question, how much is a first in 4 years? Is that worth a 3? The old saying is a first next year is like a 2 this year, which I don't think is true, but it's often said. You can't just trade all your seconds this year for firsts next year. No one will ever do that, even though it's said, like, oh, it's got the value of a second next year. But would a first in 2028, 2029, what's that worth today on the draft value chart? It's tough to know.
We don't know. It's never happened. Not that far out.
I'm eager to see if it's got any legs. And at owners' meetings, where it goes, now that we're in the offseason, it'll be about banning the tush-push and other changes to the seating. And a million things to get to before we're back on the field again. This one's interesting to me.
Should they also consider another NBA thing they do, which is pick swaps? The right to swap your pick in the future if you want. Hey, we'll give you 3 first-round picks, and then in 2029 we have the right to swap first-round picks.
Sure.
If we want to do it, and if we don't swap it that year, then we get to swap it the next year. That's another thing they do there.
What happens if you never swap it? You just say like it's a wash.
That's a good question. It might be a wash. Or maybe it just keeps going out in perpetuity.
Or you might just get a second.
I guess in the NFL you'd set a limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you get a second. I don't know.
803-0550, 1-888-550-2550. Jeremy and Joe, good morning. Alt Joe's here. Owen, the Parlay Killer, is here as well.
There's no parlays left to kill.
We'll get some.
Olympics?
Yeah.
Can't bet the Olympics.
Come on, a
Sure
curling
can.
parlay.
You can. I'm just saying it's not going well. It's not success. It's hard to be successful. I don't know what's going on.
It is difficult to bet who's going to win the moguls. Right? And
I didn't have Hagstrom on the money line.
Right, I've never
No.
I've never really watched a biathlon and been yelling at a guy to get going. So
No. I will be betting on the hockey tournament, but I will not. Maybe that's the thing.
Team USA
Hockey starts tomorrow.
Team
and
USA
then Thursday.
going to win? Who's going to win gold?
Yeah, I like the U.S. to win, but I think it's
Isn't Canada going to win? Because Canada always just going to win? Canada's going to win.
Canada's never seen a U.S. team this good, though. They also, by the way, might not see the U.S. team. It's possible that they just don't play each other, but I think they would probably meet in the gold medal game.
That would be really upsetting if they didn't.
I think
end
they
up
will.
playing. They will.
Odds are they will. That's what I would say to it. I would say they have never seen a U.S. team that's this good. This is the best U.S. team I've ever seen, by far.
This Canada team is pretty legit. I mean,
Oh, sure. No doubt.
I'm
They've
like
got,
in
they've got
terms
the best
of
three players.
Canada teams ever. Like
Yeah.
I don't. They are good.
They've got the best three players.
Right.
But to me, like the gap, and I think the U.S. is a better blue line, and the U.S. is better in net, and they have the best three players, especially the best two centers, McDavid, McKinnon. It used to be Crosby, whoever down the middle, and then the U.S. would pull out Joe Pavelski and Brandon Dubinsky.
Sure.
This time you've got Matthews and Eichel, and I'm telling that gap between your top two forwards is way smaller than it ever has been.
Absolutely.
Way smaller.
Yep.
Yep.
The U.S. and Canada will play in women's hockey today at 2 o'clock.
That's going to be sweet.
Yep. That's a
Yeah,
big
that's
one.
awesome.
And the men play tomorrow against Latvia. So, I'm sorry.
Thursday.
Thursday, right. Thursday.
Tomorrow there's a couple games, but I don't think U.S. and Canada
There's
plays.
one men's game tomorrow, from what I remember, and then it gets going full force on Thursday. We've got the U.S. Olympic schedule here, the full-on hockey schedule as well. Was it not Sweden, Italy? Who plays tomorrow on the men's side? There's one game.
I thought there were two games.
Okay.
I'll pull that up for you. I don't think there were any, they're not big games, though. Tomorrow at 10:40 a.m., you've got Slovakia, Finland, and then at 3, you got Sweden and Italy.
Sweden, Italy. Okay, there
I
you
think
go.
Slovakia, Finland's probably better. Italy's going to lose by 500.
They're only 4.5 puck goal. Sorry, 4.5
line?
goal. Yeah, it's only 4.5 goal spread. 803-0550. All right, we got plenty of football to get to today. The Seahawks, our champs, as we all know. If you got a thought on it, on the Bills offseason, on no stone unturned, what's the next most bold move they could make? We're over here talking about trading 5 picks. They fired the coach. They did the biggest thing they could do in that department and remade their coaching staff. What's the next bold move that would make sense? Talk about it with Sal at 7:30. Trade ideas. Chris Trapasso on the draft class. Get his thoughts on everything from receiver to defensive end to everything they need here. 803-0550, 1-888-550-2550 to join us. Jeremy and Joe on WGR.